Merry Christmas, it's Down Home with Tina, and this is my Christmas special. I try to do something a little different each year, and this year I do have Santa Claus on, and I'm so excited to have him because he's just the best. He makes me smile, and it's really nice when you find out when you're naughty and nice and which one it might be. And I think I'm safe. I think I've done good to make up if I did any naughty this year. I did no naughty, folks. I did not. I was a good young lady this year. Anyways, I also have not only Santa coming up, I am going to, some of you may know this and some of you may not. I work contingent at the local multi-county juvenile detention center. And when I come to the detention center, it is sometimes when there is a teacher that's out, so I am substitute teaching as life skills teacher, or I will come in and do special projects with the youth that are there. And they all have a story, as we all have a story, and some stories are a lot more entailed in their stories. Now, don't mind that I don't know their stories, okay? I don't, and I don't know what they're in there for, but I bring positivity and try to teach them good things. We have done some fun things, like I have taught them how to make homemade pie crust, and we made apple pies, which that means we put pie filling in. They took it off to the kitchen and they had the opportunity to have it for dinner. There are some really cool things that they do at the JDC, and I am blessed to have the opportunity to try to touch the hearts and the lives of these youth, and I hope I'm making a positive difference with them. Some of the projects that we are going to talk about is going to be here coming up in a little bit. I don't want to give it all away. Anyway, some good and positive things that is being brought in there because of superintendent that's there, lieutenant, the juvenile detention officers, everybody involved, the other teachers that are involved, and we will share a little more of that here, or I will, in just a little bit, because they just recently had an open house, and we're going to have some music for you in this episode. We're going to have some fun moments and some of the highlights of this last year on Down Home with Tina, and some not so, let's say maybe bloopers, fun highlights, lowlights, there you go. Is that what we call it? Folks, don't go anywhere. I'll be back in just a minute with the man in the red suit. It's Down Home with Tina.
The Frankie Smith Funeral Home and Crematory in Lancaster and the Johnson Smith Funeral Home in Baltimore have a long and wonderful history of serving our community. Feel free to give us a call at 740-653-0652. Stop in and see us at either of our two locations, 405 North Columbus Street in Lancaster and 207 South Main Street in Baltimore. Respect for tradition, regard for change.
Dagger Law has more than 110 years of experience in nearly every aspect of the law. When we're not just helping clients, we're helping the community. You'll see us at festivals, sporting events, and around town because we live and work here too. We are your neighbors, and we want to help you when you need it. When we help each other, we're stronger. Our community is stronger. Creating a strong, vibrant, healthy, and safe community is everyone's responsibility, and we take the responsibility seriously. We are local, we are trusted, we are experienced.
Welcome back. It's Down Home with Tina, and I have in the house Santa Claus. Hi, Santa.
I've come to check on you again. Make
Should
sure
I be
you're
scared?
not on the naughty list.
Should I be scared?
No. I think you're in good shape. I think you're in good shape this year. So no worries. So yes, but now that I'm here in town in Lancaster, I'm glad to be here again.
Yeah.
This year, I brought my entourage from up the North Pole, and we did a program down at the mill.
Yes.
Brad Hutchison was gracious enough to have us at the mill Saturday night and Sunday night, and that man is just spectacular. I mean, he not only welcomed us, all of us in, but all the kids that signed up. And there was, I don't know how many hundred, but it was close to 1,000 kids come through there. Oh. And he provided a gift for every one of them. and cookies and punch and hot chocolate, and it was just spectacular.
The season of giving.
Huh?
The season of giving.
Oh, that man gives, and I'm telling you what, it's special. And his the lady that runs Amanda Mullins that runs the mill, I'll tell you what, she just worked her tail off for 2 nights, chasing around and keeping things going and moving. But then what surprised me is as soon as they advertised this, in 4 hours, all 4 programs, two each night, and they all filled up in 4 hours.
Well, who wouldn't want to come see Santa Claus?
Yeah.
So I was
really surprised. I didn't realize that we were that popular.
Absolutely, it's Santa. That's why you're here. I'm glad you can make the time to be here. So so how is your entourage? How is Rudolph and the reindeer
I
everybody?
brought Tommy the toy maker and Heinrich the blacksmith, and each one of them did their little spiel about what they do up at the pole. And then I had Candy Cane. She was there. She's a cookie thief. She was in her height of glory because Brad had supplied tons of cookies, and she just couldn't get enough. I'm telling you.
I've had my share myself.
Yeah, and then a goof. One of the elves, he was there, and Tinsel, she was there, and my brother Floyd. Now he's the one, I tell everybody, I bring him because if I leave him at the pole, things can fall apart quick, because he's always got some kind of idea, and it always involves him and what he wants to do. And he came out and he had little stockings and asked all the kids if they hung stockings in the chimney. And of course, all of them said they did. And he said, well, this year he bought all of the elves and everything a stocking to hang. Well, they were only about that big. And he said, and I've got me one. And he got one. And my good, I could have fit in that stocking.
I bet.
And I asked him, I said, well, what do you want for Christmas? He said, a Dallas cowgirl.
Which one, Dolly?
I don't know, but the sock he had, I think he could have
put one in.
Yeah, he could have put one in there. He give it some thought anyhow. So I said, oh, and then later on, here he come, and he had a reindeer outfit on, and he was carrying on and blowing a whistle, and I finally said, Floyd, what are you doing? And he said, well, how did you know it was me?
Because only you, right, would do it, Floyd.
Only you could do something like that. And my goodness, he just went, he wanted to be and pull the sleigh. He wanted to be with the reindeers and pull the sleigh. And I've told him every year, no, he's not riding in the sleigh. He's not going with me. I don't care whether he's in the sleigh or in the reindeer. He's not going. So
no. You have a lot of business to get done that night.
Oh, I do. But like I said, I bring him just so I know that he's going to get in mischief if I leave him up at the North Pole. So,
right.
It's something else. We had a lot of fun. I mean, the kids, all the kids had a good time, and it was something.
Santa, you are in a different suit now than what you are when in the red suit. So why
absolutely.
not? Why not the red suit?
Well, I tell the kids, they see all these guys dressed up in that red and white suit. And I said, that come about a long time ago up at the North Pole. I said, I went out to the barn to feed the reindeer, and there was a big snowstorm. And I said, on my way to the barn, I heard this chirping sound. And I said, I went over to this snowbank and I parted the snow, and there was a little bird sitting in the snow and chirping and shivering. And I said, I picked the little bird up, and I said, not knowing really what to do with it, I tucked it in my beard underneath of my chin. And I went on to feed the reindeer and take care of everything. And I said, but while I was in there, the little bird came out, got on my shoulder and went down and got some pieces of straw and back up and did this 2 or 3 times while I had the little bird, because I feed in the morning and I feed in the evening, and every time I went to the barn, the little bird came out, got some straw, come back, and when I'd sit down to have breakfast or supper, that little bird would come out and get down and always loved oatmeal for breakfast. He just would get his little beak in there and get him some oatmeal. And then hot chocolate, he'd drink some hot chocolate and back up and in there. Well, I kept going with this, and pretty soon it was getting close to time for me to have to go out and deliver some toys. And I thought, well, I'm going to see what's going on. And I pulled my beard apart and went over to this great big mirror I have up there at the pole over the fireplace, and there in my beard was a nest and had little chicks in it. And I thought, oh my goodness,
Right.
I got to do something about this, because when time to
Yeah.
deliver toys, I can't take these with me. So I told everybody at the pole, I got them all together, and I said, listen, we got to do something about this. I said, I can't go out and talk to kids right now because I'm getting ready, and I got that little nest of birds in there, and they said, well, listen, why don't you get in touch with all the people you know and have them dress up in your red and white suit like you wear.
Oh, yes.
Have them talk to kids. They find out what they need. They let us know, and then the night that you get ready to deliver, you'll have a list from all these kids and everything. So I told the children, I said, you have to go to these guys and let them know what you want, and they in turn let me know.
Very nice.
So the night that I got ready to deliver the toy, I went back over and I lifted up my beard, and there the little chicks had got hatched and they were in good shape, and I picked them up one at a time, and there was 3 of them, and I put them up in the bough of the Christmas tree, and then I took the nest out, got all the toys ready, got in the sleigh, and I put my red suit on, which is magical.
It's a magical suit.
I only wear it one time a year. I said, I tell kids, what would it be like if I wore that all year?
Yeah.
It would get right.
Right. Yes,
Get
it
right.
would.
So,
Yes, it
so
would.
I said, so I have other clothes, and that's what I wear. I said, so they seem to say that, that's okay, that they
They can-
understand what it's all about. But I told them, you got to talk to these guys that you see and let them know what you want for Christmas. And I said, then I'll get the message.
Santa, when somebody does something where they end up on the naughty list, what do you suggest that they do to make it right to get, or can they get on the nice list before Christmas?
They absolutely can.
Because we're getting close.
It's all of us do this. It's whether you're good, bad, or otherwise. This time of year, I think we get so busy doing everything, we forget what the true meaning of Christmas is. And the Christ child was very giving, and that's what we need to do. We need to give and love one another and pass it on, being good and doing things for other people. It's not necessarily, it's like I tell the kids, it's not necessarily what you get, but whatever it is, it's given in love.
Yes,
And
yes.
that's the big message.
And then also not getting too caught up in trying to purchase big things. It can be something that's meaningful to somebody, that's just something small that you can make with your own hands, I feel. That's what I think. And
Well, I'll
sometimes-
tell you what, I had a lady that came through with her child, they had 3 boys. That's a handful. There was 3 of us, so 2. Yeah, I understand. But anyhow, she said that their family, each one can pick a gift, but they only get one. And that, she said, we don't buy lots of toys and lots of stuff. She said each person can pick one special item that they want, and they can get that.
Nice.
So, it's one of those things that this day and age, kids get so many things, don't appreciate none of them, I don't think.
No, yeah.
It is. It's sad that things have fallen apart like they are. And
Yep.
well, I'm just glad I could come and spread some joy.
I am so glad too. So, okay, cookie. It's the biggest cookie night of the year. So do you always want cookies on the plate and cookies and milk? Or would you ask for something else every now and again to keep you going for each year? Because those cookies
I ain't
and
giving
milk.
up my cookies.
Okay.
chocolate chip cookies are my favorite, and I tell them. And,
Okay.
and milk, I love
Okay.
milk. So
keep it. No carrots, no.
Well, for the reindeer. If they want to
Okay,
get
okay,
it for
I was
the
gonna say for the reindeer,
I,
okay.
I can bribe them reindeer.
Okay.
With carrots.
It
But
keeps
they're not
them
getting
going.
any cookies.
It keeps them going. But kids must go to bed and stay in bed.
Absolutely, yeah.
If they
Yeah.
hear a noise, stay in bed.
Yep. Don't get out of that bed until in the morning, and you can then come down and see all the gifts that you probably received. But remember, even if you have something that you really didn't ask for, it was whatever you get given in love, and that's what you got
most
to
important.
remember.
That's right. Yes. And spend it with your loved ones.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this is the time of year when families get together and
Yep.
should love one another anyhow. So
Yes.
sometimes through the year you wonder, but, we're all human.
That's right. That's right. Forgive and love.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. Anything else, Santa, before you go?
Well, no.
Because I know you've got a busy
really-
schedule. And I know sometimes you do surprise visits, because I remember the time that you actually were here on the show and Reese Shirey.
Yeah,
And you
yeah,
visited
yeah.
her and you
Yeah.
brought some gifts.
Yeah,
so
oh, that was
you never
special.
know.
That was
Santa might
special.
pop out sometime
Yeah.
in December. So
That's-
kids, you
yeah.
got to be careful and be nice always.
Yeah,
Is that
but
right?
That was a special.
That was very, very special. Yes. So thank
Yeah,
you. And
very
it's
touching.
always special to have you.
Well,
on
thank
the
you.
show.
I appreciate
So
it.
thank you so
I'll
much.
come back whenever you put up with me.
That's right. Anytime. Santa and his entourage are, except for Floyd.
It's always fun to be
welcome
here
home.
with you.
I love having you, Santa. And he said that I've been nice, not naughty,
yeah,
right?
I got you on the nice list. So
Yeah,
you're all right.
so far. So far. I better keep being nice. All right. Folks, don't go anywhere. That's Santa Claus, and be watching out. You better be nice and not naughty. It's Down Home with Tina, and I'll be back.
I really like Fairfield County because we're just a great mix. We're not so isolated that we don't have resources, but we're also small enough that it's a real community. And I will say that I don't think I've ever seen or worked in a place where so many partners in the community come together and are truly collaborative.
I've been working in Fairfield County for over 20 years, and I've had a variety of positions within the county. Being a smaller county, I've been able to get to know the service agencies better and people that work within that. So I've always had those opportunities to be creative, to think out of the box. And through those collaborations, we've been able to really build some wonderful programming for the youth and families.
I think that everybody is really community minded, and they're really focused on, within the system of mental health care, they're really focused on getting people access to the care that they need and making sure that we're serving the people in Fairfield County.
Community, connections, collaboration. The Fairfield County Way.
It's Down Home with Tina, and as a life skills teacher, I was for a couple of months during the summertime at the Multi-County Juvenile Detention Center. I got to know some of the youth. Some have been there still, and some come back and they come and go, some of them. And some go in and bam, they never come back again. And I like to tell them, I don't ever want to see you again if I don't want to see you on the outside. Try to bring positivity, folks, because it is a place that, you know, you're gonna, hopefully they're learning lessons. Anyways, some of the great things that they are doing are some projects, and they had an open house, and they made port pillows for cancer patients. A port pillow is something that was created by myself and my daughter a few years ago when she had a teacher that was going through chemo treatments, and she had a port, and there's a pillow that was made, and I took it to the youth, and they sewed with the sewing machine these pillows, as well as I taught them how to hand sew the end of the pillow to close up the pillow. And they were recently given to cancer patients. And so also the youth at JDC made with the sewing machine pillows for the homeless. And then they also made dog toys for the Fairfield Area Humane Society. They also made homeless blankets. So they did fleece blankets and tied off the knots around, and cancer lap blankets. And this is all because it is the season of giving and doing for others. And it was important for these kids to have the opportunity to do so. They also stuffed teddy bears, Hunter the teddy bear, and they put inside these teddy bears positive quotes in a heart-shaped, a red heart, and also on the outside of the teddy bear will also have that message that is stated on the inside, because we feel that it is important for the youth to put something out there in the world that is positive, to know that they have value and they have worth and they can do good things for other people. And I think that it is pretty doggone amazing that the superintendent and the staff and the juvenile detention officers and the lieutenants and the teachers are willing to do for the youth and be able to give that to them for them to give back to society. So it's pretty awesome. And that is what I wanted to just share with you. They also did in this open house some songs that we have some of those photos of some of the things that they did, and also the songs that you can hear that they performed. They were very excited to have this open house and do this for you. So you'll hear the music, of course. We are unable due to privacy show their faces or anything, but you'll get to hear them sing The Little Drummer Boy. This is our JDC kids at Multi-County Juvenile Detention Center.
There's so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
You know, it took 20 years, and I got my third child, who was 17 at the time.
It's so cool to watch the adult that you've become, and you really have done as much for us as you think we've done for you.
Down Home with Tina is brought to you by these amazing sponsors. Folks, it is time for some highlights of 2023 on the episodes of the Down Home with Tina show. And then also, we've got some lowlights, if you want to call them that, or bloopers. We'll just go with bloopers. It's been some fun. I don't even know how to do this, you guys. Oh, well, that was super, super easy. Now, how do I do this? Because I don't even know. There's something more to this. Anyways, we're gonna have some fun today. We're gonna have some Jelly Bellies, sparkling Jelly Bellies, rosé flavor. Once I get them out of the bottle, I might have to just kind of tear it apart here. And if I'm chewing Jelly Bellies for the rest of the show, you'll know that they're really tasty. So Mari, what is your very favorite thing about Girl Scouts? And I'm gonna ask each of you ladies that.
It's the cookies.
It's the cookies.
Oh no.
You're so good. Aaliyah, would you like to share your favorite thing about it?
Eating the cookies.
The cookies, yeah. Not only selling them, but eating them as well. But Minion, I didn't know how to speak Minion until I met and
right. So the last trip we got through the language section, and I only had one toilet paper roll, so we cut it in half. We put it on duct tape, and then what was so cool is we were getting ready to clean up, and everything soaked in this entire trailer, except for 2 rolls of toilet paper in the bathroom. They were fresh.
I didn't know that's where you got them from.
Yeah.
I figured you had stashed them somewhere and brought them on the plane.
Dry in that bathroom, so we had to utilize them.
That is hilarious. Folks, that's the first time I didn't even realize this. So what we do is we take our wonderful hats and we tape them on our hats. You'll see the video, yeah. And we talk Minion. And we have one of the guys who we've named Bob, which apparently Bob is the main Minion guy.
Yeah.
He will not do the Minion thing and talk Minion, I'm pretty sure of that, but he doesn't have to. We don't have to worry about that.
He doesn't have to.
We
He's
can
kind
take
of a
care
silent
of
character.
Yeah. He just shakes his head.
You know I can't be found sitting home all alone. If you can come around, well, at least please telephone. Don't be cruel to a heart that's true.
I have with me a Kinkajou, Kiara, I have Wallaby Teddy, and I have Calliope the sloth, and she is wanting carrots, and they are having a ball with me in my chair right now. We have no idea what's about to happen, but I can tell you this much. Kyle is here, and Kyle Hicks is the director of Paws and Claws Animal Encounters, and I'm definitely having an encounter right now myself.
I forget how this works.
You turn it.
I spin it?
Yeah, but you gotta put your head in there.
Yeah.
Put your head in there.
Oh.
I didn't know it was gonna be the first time.
I don't have any
tissues.
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna eat it off my face
you had
anyway.
at least
but
one.
I'm actually agitated right now.
Wait,
and
I'm sorry.
No,
why?
don't.
Why are you agitated?
Here you go.
You did
No.
this to me last year.
Even I don't know if I want to lick it off your face. Oh, that's further in my eye. So, I'm trying to think positive Tina right now.
He's so mad at me. Okay.
Oh, it's
so
worse. Like what?
I thought it was gonna be me again.
Everyone that knows me, everyone that knows me, I don't like to get dirty. I really don't.
It was me
all right.
last time. Thank you so much, all of you, for your support in the last year and watching the show and sharing the show and spreading the news. Good news, I'd like to think of it as being good news throughout all of these shows. I hit my 200th episode. So many great things happening, folks. Thank you for joining me. I hope and I wish you from the very bottom of my heart a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. God bless and good day. It's Down Home with Tina.